Hi guys, I wanted to do another Deadlock video, but I wasn't sure what the theme should be. As some of you might be aware, I already did a tips video where I gave some basic tips on some characters and some general awareness, some general knowledge of the game. And then I thought, why not critique something? And if I'm going to critique something, I should critique my own gameplay. So this is a 40-minute gameplay of a game that I played yesterday on Warden with one of my friends. We did win the game, and there was some good moments that I did. There were some bad moments. So I thought we could just watch it together, and I'll go through the things I think I did well. And then we can also go over the things that I did bad. And there was definitely quite a few things that I did not do properly. So let's just get to it. So you'll see at the start of the game, I usually try and veer to the left. And you can see there I was trying to deny a soul straight away. And you can see the guy who I'm in laning with, who is a friend in real life, is also trying to veer left, and that's purely because of the flag bot. Just to try and get a bit of heals from the flag bot. But you can see that their Talon has took a high ground position, which is not good for the start of a game. It does allow them to get a good position, hence why you saw that Talon hit a nice one on me, which is the empowered arrow, which does spirit damage. So, in my opinion, I should have already been thinking about going towards the Talon. I'm fairly sure in a moment you will see me start to walk over and start to pressure this Talon out. So I start with by throwing the mass, throwing the flask, and then throwing the trap, and then trying to confirm the kill, but not being able to. The 7 forces me out, and I'm sure once we force the 7 out with a bit of dodgy aim, I will be looking for a flag. Yeah, as you can see, looking for a flag again. Try and make sure that I'm healed up, and you can see, although it's not a lot of heals, 40 heals every time the flag gives an AoE burst is perfect. So as you can see there, I was trying to kill their flag, so they couldn't benefit from that, but I could. One thing I could have done here, which I haven't done, is buy an early upgrade. So most early game upgrades are anything from 400 to 500 souls, so I could have already done that by now, but I'm sort of playing towards the right to try and stop the Talon from getting a high ground angle, so I can understand that. And I'm also looking to try and deny souls while confirming my own, by the looks of it. Yeah, you can see it's a couple of times I've been mid-reload when I could have been denying. So see, similar thing again, forcing the Talon out. Bit of dodgy aim, but that Talon is one shot. They're definitely going to have to play passively now. That just allows my McGinn.
Items might help.
Oh, McGinn, I'm not sure what that character's called off the top of my head. The other person who I'm laning with, that means they could walk a little bit forwards. As you can see now, there you go. I'm going for the first buy in the shop. With the 2 DPS builds, basic mag and close quarters. It means I have more ammo in my gun. Also means that I do more damage the closer I am to a person. That's good. There's some really good early game items, especially for confirming kills. If I had those items, there is a chance that I could have already killed the Talon by now. But as you can see, I'm sure I remember correctly, we were talking about going for some chip damage on their tower, considering that they were playing passively. So that was a really bad play from their side. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to confirm it. But as you can see, trying to confirm souls and also trying to look for their team. If you look top right, up here you can see both of their laners are very low. And my laner's full health, I'm half. In an ideal load we should be diving them now, especially with all the... There we go. That was a really bad flask from myself. No, I'm just giving them damage, because I'm not going to be able to kill the Talon from here, I'm just losing health. So, do the smart thing, find the flag, get some flag AoE heals, kill there. I'd try and deny some souls, confirm some souls.
Not shy away from
Make sure I keep using my points, and then it looks like we're just trying to force them back, which seems to be working quite effectively. Walked into a trap there. I should have been crouch spamming as soon as we walked into that trap. Just stops them from getting free headshots. I did turn around, which is a good start, but there is better. So the 7 gets trapped behind the wall. The teammate finishes him off.
when we work together.
And the Talon is one shot. And I believe, if I remember rightly, McGinn manages to finish him off here. Yes. This is where we start to chunk.
Catch.
The reason I flew that flash there, I 100% know why I did it, because I'm played so much Warden, I'm used to using Quicksilver Reload, and I usually imbue it into Ability 1. If you don't know what that means, it basically means every time I get to the end of my mag, I throw my ability, my first ability. You'll see I'll probably do it now here. Quicksilver Reload onto that extra stamina, because 4 dashes is OP, as I said in my last thing. But yeah, when I'm low on bullets, I throw the flask. That will auto-reload my gun, which means I can stay in fights for longer. I'm sure I mentioned it in the tips video yesterday that I think Quicksilver Reload is very good on Warden. Hence why I had bought it quite early. Luckily they're not. Getting a lot of value for that. This is going to be a Talon kill. Talon play very aggro, we got to punch them with him. 7's in a really bad ult on the right. As you can see, my laner's got out of it. And I wasn't here to start off with. I imagine we're going to get a bit aggro here. Try force the 7 out of the lane. That's an awful ult from myself. I suppose they couldn't punish it, but just standing in front of someone and pressing Q on Warden pressing 4 on Warden is very bad. In my opinion, you should do that around the corner. And you can see there's a second mistake I made. The Guardian managed to tag me, and it did 128 damage, which might not seem like a lot, but it was enough for the Talon to get back to the lane and one-shot me. I can imagine I was probably pretty annoyed about that. In fact, I don't need to imagine. I know I would have been annoyed about that at the time. It's a silly mistake, and it gets the Talon a lot of money to get back into the game. Well, not a lot, but enough that it will help. But as you can see, we have got over 1,000 souls lead on them both, which is very good. We've got such a lead that I'm not worried about walking towards their Talon anymore. He's good. Sorry if the audio cuts out every so often. The recording software I'm using was cutting out every so often, I'm not sure why. But you see that was another mistake, standing in the 7's ability. But you can see there was Quicksilver Reload coming into use. I threw a flask at the flag on the left when I was out of ammo, which reloaded me. Getting some soul denials again. I was looking for it. The Talon's ulted. Just coming back to my teammate. He did hit my laner, but since we've got such a large souls advantage, I imagine that equates still full item at this point. We should be okay. The Talon's getting aggressive. That's an awful flask. I can understand why I did it, just sort of lobbing it into the sky, hoping I could maybe hit it, but realistically speaking, you're not going to hit a Talon like that. 1500. Probably going to buy burst and reach here if I had to guess. Or I'm just going to buy nothing. Yeah, no, that is mistake number 3. I should have definitely bought some items there, whether it was burst or reach. I can imagine the only reason I might not have would have been just not knowing what to buy, potentially trying to save up for a mid-tier item instead of buying some early game items. That is the only thought that I can think of. Okay, I made a mistake, missing a couple of denies. Ideally I will be getting these. You can see my laner again, solo killed the Talon. He went in aggro, and then I'm going to protect our... Yeah. That was awful from their 7. They're not in the scenario yet where they can just walk in and press their ult. They don't have the items to sustain that. The 7s can do that until late game when they have like 5 or 6 spirit items, but at this early on they do not have that. As you can see, not buying those items may benefit now because it means I can go to the shop and buy a mid-tier item, Enduring Speed. And I'm going to buy Burst and Reach anyway, so actually it doesn't matter. So Enduring Speed is another thing that I mentioned in the video yesterday. I believe in stamina and speed is helpful. As you can see, my character is significantly quicker now just moving around. As you can see, doing something that I mentioned, looking for statues and shooting them to see if I can get mini buffs while waiting. Did miss a couple of minions from it, which is not great. Forcing the 7 to walk backwards by throwing the trap out. It is on quite a long cooldown, so I don't know if I would recommend doing that or not. But there is scenarios where it would be worth throwing the trap out, even if you're not going to be able to follow up, just to deter them. But you can see now I'm clearly looking for a setup, except I'm down in ability, so in this scenario I would say it's potentially not the greatest idea. So you can see we've got 4 man here. So I try and dodge behind this turret and pop blast stand, which has not worked very well. When you pop blast stand, you need to be in melee of people to get value, and I was not. The pocket played really well, got out of melee, then dashed in with an ability. That was just a really bad misplay. Luckily we're still up in souls. But if you look our mid lane or I believe our blue lane is getting absolutely destroyed by their blue lane. There is nearly a double souls lead. So our minor, as in our minor purple or pink lead, is not really going to matter in this scenario because our mid or our blue is getting dominated so hard that it's ruined the quality of the game. It means the pocket, specifically the pocket, who seems to be the better of the 2 on the enemy team. Well, not the pocket, sorry, I can't remember the name of the character, but the guy who's on 10k is going to get a lot of value. He has an item lead and a money lead. I'm not sure if I would recommend doing these ads so early on. It looks like I was just dying to them. I backed off. Stop doing them. Look for their ads inside left, so they're not there. So then I imagine I will walk forward and help my laner with the first walker of the game, so we can unlock a flex slot. There we go. The flex slots are very valuable. I'm not sure this early in the game it is massively worth it, but money's money. You do get quite a few souls to kill a walker, and killing walkers obviously unlocks the flex slots. So if someone wants to focus flex slots, it makes sense. So you can see here I'm not confirming souls, and the reason being is since there is no enemies available to contest the souls, I don't have to confirm them. They will get auto confirmed anyway. You can see this Abrams is being very daft. This should be a free kill here. You can see I used a lot of damage to get behind the turret, so the turret doesn't do a lot of damage. And then I just whiff a lot. But I got my second Quicksilver reload of the fight, so even though that was a really scrappy fight, still utilising the items effectively, still getting the auto reloads when I need them. It also means we can get a free turret on blue lane, which will help our blue lane,
I was forged in
who are now both roaming because they lost their lanes essentially. I imagine I'm either going to buy armor or superior stamina. Again, that does not surprise me. As you can see, superior stamina gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I believe superior stamina to be one of the better abilities you can buy. So we can see 7's ulted, and I just walked into it. No wonder I'm about to die. The only reason I've even managed to walk out there is because of the dashes. I imagine I must get chased here. That was an awful misplay from myself. You can see I've popped shield for the speed boost to try and walk out quicker. And I imagine if I 180, someone will be following. Yes, yeah, Abrams is still following. I imagine where he is now, he will not be able to chase because I'm at my own zip line, which means I can just struggle to go back to base. So yeah, that was an awful misplay. I should have noticed the 7 was ulting. By the electricity and the sound cues that we've got, I should have not peeked that. It was not good. The 7 will be in a position now, especially with 10k, 15 minutes into the game. If he has bought spirit items, he will be in a place where that will do a significant amount of damage, especially considering I do not have a lot of spirit armor. As you can see, I have no spirit armor items, no vitality items. Spirit, just stamina. So I will get chunked if I get pushed by 7 ult. You can see here, the guy who has got a lot of money on their team is here. So we foolishly thought we could win the 2v1. But unfortunately, I missed quite a lot of the abilities and he was focusing my team. And as you saw there, he has Soul Shredder bullets, which is a tier 4 item, which will not be helpful for our team. And I think anyone would say in this scenario, it looks like we're losing. We have an 8,000 souls disadvantage, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when it's all given to one person specifically, to have 17,000, it does give you a problem. And again, you can see the talent also has Soul Shredder bullets. The talent must have saved up specifically for that item, because the talent is not extensively oversold. You can see our teammates walked in with an ult, got a talent kill, and then we're going to walk in and kill the 7, and then I imagine finish the Abrams, who is still in. See, I went for the melees instead of the reload. I would imagine that Quicksilver Reload was not active. You cannot use Quicksilver Reload multiple times in a row. Once you've had one auto reader from Quicksilver, you have to do a normal reload before that works.
I love it.
See there, I bought another spirit item, which I imbued into my one. So the idea of my build is there is 2 different ways you can do it. You can build into your ult, or the 4, to have a very, very strong 4, or you can build into your 1 to have a very strong neutral game, just because the ability is up more constantly. As you can see there, I do have my 4, but since the 4's on a longer cooldown, my personal opinion is I would recommend using your abilities to empower your 1 instead of your 4. That's just my personal opinion. As you can see here, I know that's the Fed player on their team, not the Pockets. So apologies for keep calling him Pocket. So I'm playing carefully, going to kill some boxes in mid to get some temp buffs, and I imagine thinking about helping on this fight. I'll pop that stand behind cover and then I shift in, focusing the one person I shouldn't have been focusing, which is the Abrams, and again walking into a 7, and then I get pulled in by a B-bot. So that was just an awful engage. The 7 did a massive chunk with his ult, Stormcloud, and I followed up by getting hooked by the B-bot. It was just a really awful engage. Realistically there, that was not an engage where we should have had a fight. We should have backed off, regrouped, and gone for a proper fight. The 7 in that scenario is going to chunk everyone on our team, especially me, considering I have still not bought any armor for this team, which is surprising considering a lot of their main damage dealers are spirit. Irregardless of whether or not I should have bought AD, which is gun damage armor, I believe that at this point in the game I should have had spirit resist. Maybe not improved spirit, but at least, at the absolute minimum, I should have had standard spirit resistance. It only costs 600 souls. That's one lane's worth. I mean, I already have the income to buy it now. I believe that I should have bought it. Again, another example of shooting boxes to try and get stuff. And then I'm going mid, looking for more jungles to farm, and then thinking about engaging on this player. We have the exact same amount of money, but they are completely unawares that I am here. Superior stamina means I get to dash 2 times in the air. I get a free trap, very free kill.
I won't be one of
They were out of position. They weren't ready for the trap. And as you can see here, I'm cutting off the bots before they get all the way down the line. Cut them off early. You can see that my laner, my teammate, is helping push our bots to their side. We're going to go kill the final walker. We don't get contested. As you can see, I'm waiting for our ads to get there to tank it before we walk in. As soon as they get there, you can see I start to walk forward. Use the flask on the ads below to chunk them, and also to get the free reload to kill the flex slot. Or to kill the walker to get the flex slot. And then I imagine I'm going to start to walk around some jungles to farm. Kill some statues to get some extra damage. You can see here, I was going to look for some more jungles, but I saw my team was getting into a fight. I believe straight away I should either hide for a position with my ult, or I should be backing off. In this scenario, probably backing off considering it's a big team fight. But I imagine I'm going to try and go for a pick. Yes. So I get a pick.
This is where you
I imagine I'm going to stand here, pop my ult, see if anyone pushes, which they do not.
I need help.
I get the second kill, the 7th, the 3rd kill, and then I imagine this is where we die because I had nothing left. So in that scenario, I'd say it probably wasn't the worst engage in the world. Got a 3k, got some good money, and I put us in a scenario where we can't lose. And you can see there, I bought armor, and you can see there, I'm hovering over bullet armor because, and I know at the time I was thinking I should have bought spirit, not bullet, which is why I was hovering it. I bought the wrong resistance, but any resistance is better than no resistance. You can see I wasn't happy about that. I did buy the wrong one. But the reason why I think that previous engage wasn't the worst idea in the world, because we were 3 down, sorry. They had a chance to have pushed into our base and maybe get one of our major objectives. It was worth it for me to try and get some picks.
I don't care.
Being able to get some picks was good.
You bleed the same
I think one of the major
as anyone
reasons why the enemy team started to lose this game was their major carry, who has 29 souls. The audio's getting a bit choppy here, apologies. One of the reasons they had a major issue was the fact that their carry stopped playing carefully. He was starting to get aggressive, thinking he had a massive advantage, and he was getting punished for it. And at this point in the game where your respawns are a minute long, it's very poor. You can see here, I'm looking to get to yellow. So I'm using the zip lines to get across, and I'm trying to go for a flank angle. Yeah. So I get hooked in by the V-bot, but I'm looking to get out because I'm in a really bad engage. I get chunked, but I have my ultimate, so I imagine what I'm going to do is play passively, wait for someone to walk in and then try and ult. Because again, I just walked in thinking I could tank it.
I will stand against many.
So yeah, I ult, then rolled in. You can see at this point in the game, I know they've used all their major damage abilities, so it's good for me to walk in, get some value here. You can see I basically full healed from walking in with my ult there. That's what Last Stand does, and I also have Survival as a mini buff, which again will help. You can see I walked in full spirit armor. So you can see now bottom left I have 45% gum damage resistance and 50% spirit resistance. So although I have not got an increased damage, the longevity that I will get from having these items is perfect. As you can see here, I saw their carry. I was waiting for my laner to come help me. And then as soon as I realised that he had left, went for the lane clear, started pushing through.
I see Shiv. Shiv is out there.
Yeah, it's the Shiv. That's their carry, the Shiv. There you go. I've been told what his name is. But yeah, you can see here, I'm not farming as much as I should be. I believe I'm either going to start farming these ads or I'm going to wait to see if I can get an engage. You can see my laner has gone in 5v1. That is not a good idea. And I know I'm a pretty confident player, but even I know going in 5v1 is not a good idea. You can see the Shiv finds me. I play passively, start to walk off. I should not have rolled in there. I think I got confident knowing that I was going to trap their carry. I do not have my ultimate. I do not have any abilities. The fact that I'm still alive is not because I got out well. It's because the enemy team played badly. The fact I even attempted to walk back in here was not a good idea. The best thing to do here is just get on the zip line, go back to base, heal up, come back in.
We work well together.
You can see this entire game I have not actually bought any gun damage bonuses. I'm still sat with just basic magazine and close range, and I'm still managing to do a lot of damage. Well, whether or not that is a good idea, I do believe in this game I was building into staying alive, which is building and utilising the abilities, which was utilising spirit items and utilising the green items, which I cannot remember the name of right now off the top of my head. I think after playing this game for so long. Oh, vitality. There you go. I'll remember it at a quick glance. There you go. Farming another jungle, utilising Quicksilver Reload to get the free kill. Still confirming souls very periodically, but still doing it very occasionally. You can see the B-box walked in on his own here. Going for a hook. I assumed I wasn't going to get the hook, so I backed off. But I'm pretty sure we forced a B-bop ult there because he panicked from the trap. Very worth it. Should have killed those two boxes there. I've just ran past. But I can see that I was looking for an engage. The Talon should have seen me that. I should have popped the ult earlier. I messed up the dash. And then I ended up going for the Abrams because the Talon missed everything and was also flying in the skybox. This again is another very shaky fight. I'm not playing very well. I'm getting away with it because my teammates are helping the engage, not because I'm doing anything that is small. He denied some souls again and again. I believe I probably escaped to the right. Yep, again. I'm unsure if I should be getting out these sites. I'm fairly sure in a higher MMR lobby I would be punished for quite a lot of these plays. You can see the B-bop is trying to commit one of those punishes. You can see I walk back in here to try and get the free headshots. Bit of a dodgy hitbox jobby going on here. Trying to avoid the hook, considering he has Shoal Shredder. Imagine we're going to go back into base and buy some AD items finally. Titanic magazine.
Don't let them destroy
that's good.
me.
More bullets in your mag. Means you get more and more value out of Quicksilver Reload. Typically, that would be an early buy in my games. You can see that I got a big flask, but this is a fight that you have to win. You can see the 7's ulting, so I'm trying to walk out.
Took out Yamato.
I haven't done a lot of anything in that fight. Just walked in, took a lot of damage, and then walked away. Right, so I've healed up slightly. Time to walk back in. Go for the one that's chunked. Or at least try to force them out. I do have my ultimate here, so there is a chance I could walk in. I should take high ground here, ideally. So the 7's up top. Get a free kill, pop last sand and walk in. There's not a lot of enemies here, so I try and find the closest one. get a free kill, and then as much as I can try and force the Talon to walk out. So that is a base defense. Again, another scuffed fight. Very scuffed. I noticed the trap. Teammate walks into it. Standard stuff. So, again, now we're just waiting for the correct time to engage. I found the shop in mid, which I was mentioning earlier, and buy another DPS upgrade, which is the point blank upgrade, which is the close range upgrade. It's an upgrade of the early game item that I bought very early on that I never upgraded. So my gun will do significantly more damage, especially at close range now. And these items sync very well together, so you could argue I am not full build, obviously, because there is always going to be better items you can buy, more things you can do, but in terms of capacity for being able to take fights with all the standard upgrades, I have all the right things. You can see teammates ulted in there. Probably not the greatest ult in the world, but I can understand why they did it if we thought we were going to walk in. It hasn't happened. You can see here our entire team is on orange, probably going to be looking for an engage here. So you can see I've walked in early on the 7, trying to get a trap off, which I do get. And since I have the DPS upgrades,
My resolve
and 3 kills, I've played passively. Especially with that ultimate, you've just got to accept that McGinnis is going to die there.
Let's get this show on the road.
But they have used a couple of ultimates now. My last stand has just come off cooldown.
They took out Hayes.
You can see Hayes has died now too. So it's similar to the fight a few seconds ago where we got a lot of kills. We sort of have to get some value here, so I get last standoff again in a very paused position. I should have last standing top right and then walked in instead of last standing in front of their team, especially when they've got so much money. And you've got a guy that's got 45,000, he's got multiple tier 4 items. You should not be ulting in front of him. Even with 2 spirit resistance, you're gonna die. It's just gonna happen. And now we've got a 40-minute wait, which I cannot be waiting to do. And as you can see here, our patron was taking a lot of damage. Transform, which means we're about to lose. This is basically game over. We're 1 down in the team fight. Our Yamato is about to come back. We've only got 17k, so you see them. I can see the B-box weak. I got a free kill. Probably didn't need to use both my abilities there, but I did. Start to chunk the Abrams slightly. Help my teammate in mid. Get a flask. It also hits their secondary team.
Close to finished.
Yeah, Abrams did not die. There you go, now he has. And then we now need to focus their shit. The one character on their team who is doing stuff. He gets trapped. No way to get out of it. Quicksilver reload does not work. Apologies, the recording cut for a second there. It's going to go back a bit to just a little bit of shift kill. As you can see, I ran out of ammo. I had the flask up, so I threw it to try and proc Quicksilver reload. That did not proc. Tried to do a standard reload. The kill finished. And clear ads out of base because our patron is transformed, so you want to clear these out as fast as possible. And then you want to start pushing them in as quick as possible. You can see we're 4 up, they've only got 1 alive.
Throwing flash.
See how I'm going round, forcing the ads out and then picking a lane, rushing down it as fast as possible. Making sure to kill the ads on the way because you want your ads to be able to follow. You don't want to get your lane stuck. So that's what I'm doing here. See the B-bot comes in for an aggressive hook. I dodge it. In my opinion, camps do not matter that much anymore. We're so late into the game, looking for a pick on that B-bot might have been better in this scenario. But you don't know if he has a teammate. Obviously, you can't predict for stuff that he didn't do, so.
I see 7. I see Abrams.
Realistically, both teams are going to be looking for game-ending fights here. My team is getting picks. You can see Gary stands to try and get the kill. He gets the hook, but then I notice the Bebop is very low. And also dead, and my unit was going for the free kill. That means they are now 2 down, and they're at a time where respawns in a full minute. So, you can see we call the push on our range. We start walking close. You can see
No point in.
I eat the stun to try and force the 7 out. Obviously not on purpose. Ideally you wouldn't want to get stunned there. But the 7 is just trying to stop us from walking in, clearly. So I'm killing ads like you can see to try and bring our minions forward so we can take turrets. As you can see we have some minions here now, so 7 gets a bit too aggro, get a free kill. And you can see here now, we're chunking their base turrets, or base guardians. We need to push it back to now. As you can see, we've got 6 up. They're 4 down, although their Bebop is about to respawn. This is a scenario where you want to walk in quick. You can see I'm thinking about probably trying to take the other turrets. I'm not sure if this is necessary. In my opinion, we probably could have just pushed Shrine, but it's what's being done now, so we'll see. See, we get another pick on their Talon again, so all they've got alive is their Bebop and their Shiv. We're both protecting this last Guardian. I believe once we get this Guardian down, it will be time to walk in.
The Amber Hand will stand triumphant.
Or at least you would hope it's time to walk in. You're giving them a lot of time to respawn here. We're not pushing our advantage. We're very passively just killing ads and hoping one of the enemy teams overextends. Like here, the pocket overextends. We're not managed to kill him. And then the 7 walks out and ults, which forces a lot of our team to back off. This was a fight that could have ended the game. Obviously, as you can see by the video,
They killed McGinnis.
we're going to end the game sooner regardless. But we could have done it sooner. And as you can see now, 2 of our teammates have been picked and their Talon's about to respawn, so we are actually on the back foot again. They're starting to push their waves out. As you can see, yellow, orange, and blue are starting to get pushed out, while purple is being staggered mid. You can see there I bought Siphon Bullets and Reactive Barrier. Just some more health. Getting caught out by Bebop again, going for a very aggressive play, along with Talon. I'm playing in this room because I know if either of them walk in, I can ult. It's a small room, I have the advantage, especially against Talon. You see, the Talon doesn't really know what they're doing because they keep letting me get a free trap on them. You can see here, I'm trying to avoid the Bebop ults while still getting value. You can see I'm using that superior stamina to walk in quickly. Getting a free trap. Trying to spam my abilities to try and reload. While the Bebop did prolong that a lot, they weren't going to kill me. And then you can see my team is getting pushed in, so I need to very quickly go back to base and try and stop that from happening. But you can see it looks like my team already had that sort of lockdown. Yeah, so you can see the Shiv gets out. You see I notice that they have quite a couple of weak players on their team now. I'm just trying to keep this Shiv at bay because the Shiv is the only person who's going to be realistically doing anything that's going to harm our team's chances at the minute, considering a lot's down. And you can see our teammates start to capitalise on it now. Both of them are so low, they will probably both be dead, or close to dead. And as you can see now, we're coming aggro. Let's walk in quickly. I have 6,000 souls, but in this scenario you don't go back and buy another item. You push your advantage as quickly as you can. You can see I'm just walking in. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to walk in as fast as possible. There's no turrets here because we killed them in our last push, what we didn't do. You can see I'm not shooting anything, I'm walking straight in, going for the first strike. it gets melted, and then straight away we're running across before they respawn, going for the second strand. B-bot walks in, way too aggressive, and gets picked. Now they've got Abrams and Talon alive. Talon is very squishy, so Talon will not be able to do a lot of walkout. Abrams is trying to pick our Haze, who does back off while we're trying to focus the objective. I'm calling focus objective here. They're 4 down, 5 down now. The only thing that can really stop us here is a well-placed Talon and 7 ult. If they don't combo these, then it's just a free fight win. So you see I'm killing ads while we're waiting for the patrons to transform. Try and get some of our ads in the pit. As you can see, is happening now. And then I'm calling just chunk patron. We have a couple of teams holding doors, and I'm just completely ignoring everything. I'm hopping my stand because I know ads are about to walk back into the pit. There you go. There's a free win. In air quotations, because it actually wasn't. It was a very hard game. The problem with that game is there was a lot of major mistakes. I walked into a lot of fights and took a lot of damage and died a few times where I could not have. We had a losing lane, which means we had a very early roam, and I didn't utilise my souls to buy in lanes as much as possible, and I was forced to go back to base more often than I would have wanted due to the fact that I was taking bad engages. But overall, it was a good game. I would have got punished significantly more if the enemy team were slightly better, had more game sense. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. If you want to send me your videos, your clips, let me know if that's something you want to do, and I'm more than happy to go through other people's gameplays and give some constructive criticism where needed, because everyone needs it, including myself. I played very bad in some points of this video and okay in some points of the video, but more often than not, watching your own gameplays, you're going to have rose-tinted glasses. So having someone else critique your gameplays, they will usually be able to point things out that you might not have noticed. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I will have either a gameplay or a tips or a guides video out, hopefully this week. See you in a bit.